back to Global Scope News. I am Mohsen Ali. So, first of all, let me inform all of you that I was off screen for a few days due to some health issues. I was not feeling well, but now I am better and I am thankful to all of you. We are starting again, and from now on, our usual routine will continue as it was before. So, today we have a very important topic to discuss. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any future updates. Today's topic is about former US President Donald Trump and his plans to meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin. This news has shaken up a lot of people, especially because it could change how the world sees the war in Ukraine. We will break it down step by step so you can understand exactly what's going on, what Trump said, and how this might affect the future of the war. Recently, Donald Trump, who is set to become the US president again, made a big announcement. He told the press that he and Putin are planning to meet. Trump said he wants to meet and we are setting it up. He didn't give any specific details. Like when or where the meeting would happen. But the fact that a meeting is being arranged is huge news. The world's attention immediately shifted to the development. Why? Because meetings between world leaders, especially someone like Trump and Putin, are not common. Both leaders are very much powerful figures, and anything they discuss could change the direction of global politics. Trump's word left people with a lot of questions. Why does Putin want to meet with him? What do they want to talk about? Does this mean that things are about to change in the world? These are all important questions that need to be answered. But as of now, there is no clear timeline for when this meeting might happen. We will need to keep an eye on the situation to see how things unfold. When Trump made his announcement, the Russian government responded very quickly, but they didn't provide many details. The Kremlin said they were open to having talks, but they didn't confirm when or how the meeting would take place. This caution's response shows that while Russia is interested in having a conversation with Trump, they are not rushing into anything. They are likely waiting to see how things develop in the coming months before making any official announcement. This caution, this cautious attitude from the Kremlin is very important because it shows that both sides are still in the early stages for organizing this meeting. There are many details to work out before anything can be finalized, and meetings of this scale often take a long time to set up. For now, we can only wait for more news from both sides to see how they move forward. One of the main reasons why Trump wants to meet with Putin is the war in Ukraine. The war has caused a lot of damage and suffering, And Trump has said many times that he wants to bring it to an end. In fact, he has called the war a bloody mess, showing how strongly he feels about stopping the fighting. Trump has always been critical of how the US has been involved in the war. He has questioned whether the US should continue sending military and financial support to Ukraine, especially since the war has been going on for such a long time. Trump believes that the best way to end the war is not by continuing to send weapons or money, but by negotiating with Russia. He has made it very clear that he thinks the US should focus on peace talks instead of military actions. This is a very different approach from what other leaders have suggested. Most world leaders believe that continuing support for Ukraine is necessary to help them defend themselves. But Trump thinks that a peaceful negotiations could end the war faster than more fighting. While Trump has said he wants to meet with Putin and to end the war, Ukraine has its own concerns. The Ukrainian government has said that it expects to have high level talk with Trump's administration once he takes office. This means they are waiting to see how Trump will handle the situation with Russia. They are not sure whether Trump will continue supporting Ukraine as previous US leaders have done, or whether he will try to push for peace talks directly with Russia. The Ukrainian government has also mentioned that they would like to see a meeting between Trump and Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky. This is important because it could help Ukraine understand how the US under Trump will approach the situation. Will Trump be a strong ally for Ukraine, or will he push for peace talks with Russia, even if it means less support for Ukraine? While Ukraine is uncertain about what Trump's policies will be, they are still hopeful that he can bring about peace. Ukraine knows that Trump has made it clear he wants to end the war, and they are hoping that he can make that happen. However, they are also being careful. They don't want to put too much trust in a leader who has expressed skepticism about their fight against Russia. One person who will play a big role in Trump's approach to the war in Kellogg. Kellogg is a former national security advisor and a retired US Army general. He has been nominated to be Trump's special envoy to Ukraine and Russia. This means he will be responsible for helping helping navigate to the relation between the US, Ukraine, and Russia. He has already made his views on the war clear. In a research paper published last year, he proposed that the US should only continue sending aid to Ukraine if the country agrees to take part in peace talks with Russia. This is a very important idea because it means the US would use it as a way to encourage Ukraine to negotiate with Russia. Kellogg believes that peace talks are the only way to end the war, and he wants to make sure Ukraine is open to that idea. However, he also said that if Russia refused to participate in peace talks, the US should continue supporting Ukraine. This shows that Trump and his team are ready to use both diplomacy and military support to achieve peace. They want to give Russia a chance to negotiate, but they are also prepared to keep helping Ukraine if Russia is not willing to talk. Ukrainian Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky has expressed hope that Trump can help bring the war to an end after Trump won the election. Zelensky said he believes that with Trump in office, the war would end sooner than it would under other US leaders. This is a hopeful statement from Zelensky, showing that he is optimistic about Trump's ability to bring peace. However, Zelensky didn't go into much details about what Trump's demands for peace might be. It's clear that Zelensky is hoping that Trump's approach will help resolve the war, but he is also cautious. He knows that Trump's methods may be very different from what Ukraine has seen in the past. While Zelensky is hopeful, he is also waiting to see how things will play out once Trump officially takes office and starts working on the issues. Trump's plans to meet with Putin could have a major important impact on how the world views the war in Ukraine. If Trump and Putin are able to successfully negotiate a peace deal, it could change the way the US handles international conflicts. Trump's focus on diplomacy and negotiations might set a new example for how the US handles wars and political issues, instead of always relying on military force. Trump believes that talk, talking to leaders and finding common ground is the best way to solve problems. However, not everyone agrees with Trump's approach. Some critics argue that Trump might be too soft on Russia. They worry that if he focuses too much on peace talk with Putin, he might give Russia too much power and let them control the outcome of the war. These concerns shows that while Trump's plan for peace is appealing, there are also risks involved. The potential meeting between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin is a very important development. If it happens, it could change the way the US handles the war in Ukraine and could even bring peace to the region. Trump's focus on diplomacy and negotiations is different from the approach other leaders have they taken, and it will be interesting to see how it plays out. For now, we will have to wait and see if the meeting happens and what the results will be. But one thing is very clear: Trump wants to end the war and he believes that diplomacy is the best way to do it. So, thank you for watching Global Scope News today. I hope you found this in depth analysis helpful. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more updates on this and other important topics. I am emotionally signing off. See you in the next video. Take care.